Hey gang, welcome back. It's Dr. Bosky, and I thought I would share with you an answer that I gave to Eden Cruz, who asked in the Shmup Creator community. He basically said, hey, he wants to do a demo for his game. How would he go about doing that? Because you can do it in a bunch of different ways. And I basically gave him some advice where I said, hey, one of the things that I did for me, and I'll walk you through this in a second, is that I chose one level. For me, it was level 1 because that was generally where I was trying to be more welcoming for players. And it was kind of the beginning of the game. So I chose level 1. And then I basically mapped the in-level trigger for completing the level to then lead to a demo level that I made. And the demo level is then your final call to action. I have little characters that talk about the game, and we have trying to get people to go and wish list. And I'll walk you through that and show you what that looks like. Basically your call to action. And then I also said there's another thing you can do with lining up your levels. But the second thing that I did is basically in your level select, and I can probably just click over and show you this now. In your level select, you can disable levels from being available, right? So if you come on over to your level manager, which is up here, right? You'll see that you have these little exclude level from build. Right. So, and if you uncheck this, then the level won't be available in the build. And so what you can do is you come into all of your levels and you uncheck all your levels. And then you, if you have a level select or you have a difficulty select, it depends on if you have a tutorial. So a lot of us do. So what I chose to do here is I chose to leave the tutorial in, the level select. And the cool part is with level select is that if the level is not available in the build, then it will just reload. I think it reloads back into the same level. So no big deal there. So if you have a bunch of level triggers, it is kind of useful. And then, so one of the things that I wound up doing is I go on over here to level 1. So I can show you that. Come on, you can do it, level 1. All right. So for me, and your mileage may vary, I have essentially a little hookup that I did here, which was, what is this? Demo. Oh yeah, perfect. Yeah, demo logic. All right, cool. This is just a shortcut so I can add the demo logic. And so what I wind up doing is I come into my in-level trigger here, which is normal, and then I unhook that, and is it here? Where is this? Yeah, so I basically just changed the in-level trigger, in this case, then to hook into the demo level. So, and your levels won't populate here unless you have them actually added here. So then what I wind up doing is I add the demo CTAs for call to action. And then when they finish the normal level 1 level, you could do it differently, but then the end of the level, instead of going to level 2, goes to the CTA level. And if I pop over here and I can show you, and technically you can make this easier on yourself if you wanted to put the demo CTA level, for instance, underneath level the level that you wanted to have demoable, and then you could set the in-level trigger for your level to essentially just next level. That might be a thing. You could also just say, hey, this is the last level, and so you uncheck everything and you just want the game to end and then have high score screen and go back to the main menu. So you have some options there. But I think the most important thing here, right, is that before you decide to create a bunch of new content or copy levels or create a new build, this allows you to essentially make, with just a few tweaks to your scripts, essentially your demo version of the level. And so because you're not doing any really heavy lifting demo logic, it allows you to keep everything like in the same in your same project file, right? So the only downside to this, and it's not a huge deal, is that this does, when you make your demo, this will be your full game. It's just those levels won't be accessible. So it means the executable and data size, well, the data size will be bigger. Again, a lot of times, a lot of shmup games are several hundred megabytes, if that. So not a big deal. I think people can live with that. So it makes it easier on you. So, but and then what I do is I come on over here to the demo level. It's been a while since I've seen this. We need to update our demo. We've updated mechanics since then. But here it gives you a sense. So this is what we come into.
Thank you for checking out this adventure. While I am not exactly a starving fairy cat, I know DBK, and Zay could really use your support. Join us over in the land of Discord. I hear it's filled with amazing monsters called humans. We'd love to hear from you. You can also support us directly by buying Interstellar Sentinel on Steam or itch.io. Seriously, both of those things sound like matted fur and fleas. Meowth. Right. You can also wishlist our game on Steam to help it appear on more PC screens. How, cool is that? Okay, I gotta go before DBK and Zay discover this transmission.
Looky! Did you just blast out a transmission to the entire universe? What did I tell you about not letting them see us coming?
Great job, sweetie. Score 1 point for Loki. Way to go. Always being a step ahead of DBK for his own good.
All right. So I figured, look, we have characters in the universe. Why not be charming? Like, this is a little like it's only attached to the demo, right? And when the demo ends here, when you leave the demo, then it goes to the high score screen like you would normally, right? So, but it makes it very easy with Shmup Creator to configure what that looks like. So the only other thing that I wound up doing that is also quite useful probably is if you come into your, you come into your hood. Is it the hood? Let me see, yeah. I think it's here. Oh no, it's main menu editor. All right, cool. So, oh yeah, okay. So then what I have here is is it splash screen? Background. I think I wound up, yeah, okay. So here, one of the things I wound up doing is I just keep an extra image in the directory, and I switch that image, which is the front end screen, and I put a little demo tag on it. So then players know exactly what they're seeing, right? You can also put the version number if you want in this image, but typically I only want to change it. It's basically 3 or 4 steps, right? So change the levels, change this particular image file, and then I have my version string, my version number in the difficulty selection menu. So I wanted to have that whole flow for players. I also left the cutscene in so players could enjoy that if they wanted. Not a lot of people like to watch all the cutscenes, but still. So that's the only other place, and I can show you what that looks like here in a second. So sprites, models, assets, pictures. Is it main menu? It's the thing with game development. You're always hunting and pecking for artifacts. It's been a while since I've touched a lot of these assets. So, but I found a demo was quite fun. It turns out, there we go. So it turns out that people are actually playing the demo. You don't really think about that. People are more than happy when the price is 0 to check stuff out. So, that can help you. So obviously the idea is to convert to a sale from there, but it gives people an idea of how your game is going to play, which is important, right? And you really don't want to have to maintain old versions of the demo that play differently from your main version. You want to basically have it all in your main project. So here you can see, I did a little demo here, right? And then a little CTA here, like, hey, Steam wish lists really help people find the game. So, and that's the only other thing that I did that was pretty easy to do. So I hope that's super helpful. Just to recap, maybe. So things you want to do: choose your level. You want to come into your level manager, turn off all your other levels except for the ones that you want to have. For instance, level select, cutscene, tutorial, like how to play the game is probably useful, right? And then for us, we turned off all the other levels in level select, and then you want to enable your demo level, right? And then You want to go into whatever that level is you chose, connect your level to the demo level. Again, you could also achieve this probably pretty easily if you just use next level and you put it after whatever level you like. For instance, it would be like this for us. Like the things I've learned over time since I did this for the first time. But then if this is just the next level, then the next level can then, you just enable this, disable everything else. And that kind of also just makes it easier, right? And then the last thing is if you want, update your front end image to have a little demo sticker. So just players know what they're getting right out of the gate. I know they downloaded it, but like people forget. And most importantly, if people play your game, you also want to be clear, right? So you could put it in your version string. You always want a place where someone's kind enough to play your game and give you feedback. You need to be like, well, especially if it's a demo, what did they play? When? Like, you never know how people find these things. And so having an easy way for people to share with you what they've played, big demo sticker helps. That actually makes it quite useful for you to go back and understand what you're looking at. Okay, I hope that was helpful, and I will see you all soon. Thank you.